Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily stock market video, and what a crazy day in the stock market today. What just a wild ride. Looked like we were going to have another big red day at the market open in the early hours, but the market just rallied back. I mean, look at this heat map here. A lot of green and bright green on the board. Some of the big tech stocks though couldn't quite recover. Google pretty much flat, exactly flat on the day. Netflix was in the red though, so is Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft. Microsoft is getting close to what seems like a $10 billion deal for Discord. Semis were actually a mixed bag today. Usually these semis trade together, but some were green like Micron, and Intel was barely red, so pretty much flat. But AMD, Texas Instruments, and Nvidia all finished in the red. So kind of a crazy day. But let's take a look again at crypto, because crypto has been selling off. You saw my last video from last night. There's supposedly a max pain price of $44,000 a coin on Bitcoin because of $6 billion worth of options that are going to expire tomorrow. Let's take a look to see what happened today. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. On Marathon Digital today, look at this. At the opening bell, down over 12.5%. This was looking like it was going to be a bad day for crypto. But look at this. It just rallied up all day long and, in fact, finished in the green, up just about 0.5%. Yes, we are down a little bit more after hours, down 1.6, but that's a great recovery from being down over 12.5% at the opening bell. And a lot of the stocks did this all day long, not just the crypto stocks. But like we always do, Marathon Patent Group is always going to have juicy options. But let's take a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has been selling off a lot this week. Right now, as I'm making this video, Bitcoin is trading for just a little over $52,000 a coin. So you are up 0.2% today. But look at this. Again, this is that big sell-off early in the morning, right before the market opened. Bitcoin was all the way down to about $50,000 a coin, but did rally back just like we saw with Mara. On the week, though, you are still pretty deep in the red on Bitcoin, down almost 10% on the week. And still on the month, though, you are still up 10%. So if you're a long-time holder of Bitcoin, you're still looking pretty good. And of course, on the past 3 months, you would have over doubled your money, up over 110%. The Doge, however, has been trading a little bit differently than Bitcoin, but you can see it also had that big sell-off in the pre-market. But Doge is up actually 2.86% as I'm making this video, still trading in the 5-cent range, but having a better day than Bitcoin is today. On the week, though, just like Bitcoin, you're still down on the Doge. Dogecoin is down 8.9% or just about. On the month, though, again, just like Bitcoin, you are still in the green, but not by a lot, up 4.7% or so. But of course, in the past 3 months, take a look at this. Dogecoin is up over 1,000% over the past 3 months. If you are a long-time holder of the Doge, you are looking really good over the past 3 months. Let's take a look at some news articles. Then we'll do some updated technical analysis on Riot Blockchain. And like we always do, we'll end the video looking at the option flow data, see what the big money investors are doing. So these are 2 more articles out of Coindesk.com. This one is titled "Bitcoin Traders Keep Buying the Dip, Blockchain Data Suggests." So this article says, you know what? I guess this recent sell-off did not scare off Bitcoin hodlers. They are buying the dip on the cheap. They're saying that right now, more than 1,365 Bitcoin were removed from cryptocurrency exchanges during the 24 hours from Thursday to basically now. The spike in withdrawals from exchange addresses came as the #1 cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, by market cap slumped on Thursday to near 50K from a high at 56.783K in the past 24 hours. And they have a new all-time high in Bitcoin leaving the exchanges for 2021. And a new dip buying prize to award. Scroll down here, it says Bitcoin seems to be being withdrawn to an illiquid status, separate blockchain data. So people are thinking that by withdrawing to an illiquid status, people are essentially hodling Bitcoin, and they think that they are using it as a hedge against inflation in the face of trillions of dollars of monetary stimulus being pumped into the global financial markets over the past year by central banks around the world. It says it right here. The trend of coins withdrawn and locked away into long-term holding patterns is a direct response to the world's central bank response to 2020, there still appears to be significant demand from long-term investors. So it seems like people are just buying the dip and just going to hodl it for the long term. It's not a quick flip for them. There's another article here that I want to show you again out of CoinDesk. This is touching on what we talked about today and yesterday in last night's video. Market wrap, Bitcoin slips to 52K. All eyes on Friday's $6 billion options expiry. And there's a quote here by no name. It just says one trader. This is a time to make sure that you have some dry powder and are not overextended. Sounds like they're telling you to buy the dip. Of course, not financial advice. This is not me. This is supposedly one trader that apparently wanted to remain anonymous. Taking a look at this, Bitcoin has been trading sideways between its 10-hour and 50-hour averages on the hourly chart, according to market technicians. We scroll down. It says we slid towards 50,000 a coin for the first time in 2 weeks as we braced for volatility ahead of tomorrow, where $6 billion, that's billion with a B, dollars worth of options expire tomorrow. So it says again, make sure you have some dry powder. I think what this article is saying, that they want you to basically buy the dip, kind of like the other articles said. But again, you got to do your own research and your own due diligence. I currently don't have any positions in Riot Blockchain, Marathon Digital, or own any coins right now. So this is, of course, as always, nothing I say is ever financial advice. Looking at this, it says again, analysts have warned that the max pain point, where buyers have the most to lose and sellers the most to gain, would occur if the price plunged to around $44,000. The risk is considered remote but plausible. And then this guy out of OKX Insights says, we're currently looking for support in the range between $50,000 and $48,000. So maybe it could keep selling off. We're currently trading at 52K. If that holds true, you may have a few more $1,000 left to lose on Bitcoin by tomorrow. Get closer to that max pain price of $44,000 a coin. Let me know in the comments below if you own any coins. Are you hodling? Are you going to buy the dip? What's your plans? Do you own Marathon Digital or Riot Blockchain? Let's end the video looking at the option flow data and the trading view chart here. So as we can see, if you've been following my videos from earlier in the week, we had a nice rebound today because intraday we dipped below not only this area of trend that I drew around $42, but also the 50-day moving average, which was also around $42. And like I said, we closed above it, which is a good sign. And take a look at this. We basically bounced right off this area of trend, which looks like it's going to be resistance of about $48. So what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow is, are we going to continue up and back over the 21-day moving average, which is around $52, $53, or are we going to trade between 42 and 48 until we pick a direction, whether up or down? It's going to be interesting to see. Today's volume actually was higher than it has been for the past 4 trading days. So some good volume came in on Riot Blockchain. But the other thing to keep in mind is, take a look at this. Riot has earnings at the end of this month on March 31st. So options may get a little bit juicier closer to earnings because crypto has been juicy already. Now you have earnings coming up for some extra juice. So I don't have any positions open right now, but it might be some time to sell some puts on Mara and capture some of that sweet, sweet premium. I'll have to wait and see. But right now, the only trade I made today was I sold some covered calls on Corsair, and I basically top ticked the chart, so I'm happy about that. I have 400 shares, so I sold 4 covered calls expiring in April for $30 a pop. Pretty happy with that. Corsair Gaming had a big day today, up over 7%. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. Let's take a look at the option flow data. So here's Sweepcast, looking at Riot Blockchain, and today, a lot of bullish sentiment actually. 27 calls, 25 puts. The biggest option flow was for $380,000 for a $40 strike. But take a look at this. All the top 10 or so options were all call options that came in. A lot of them were for power hour, 3:39 p.m., 3:25 p.m. It was just before power hour at 2:50 p.m. So a lot of bullish flow coming in on Riot. So maybe today was the day to buy the dip if you were looking to get into Riot. Maybe we're going to have a green day tomorrow. Technically, or I should say historically, it seems like past Fridays have usually been red days. Let's see if that holds up tomorrow. Was today just a fluke with a big green day? We'll have to wait and see. As always, join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, StockTwits, Instagram, and Reddit. Hope you're having a green week. And as always, I'll see you on the moon.